They say numbers are just numbers. But when God speaks, even numbers become messages from heaven. When you keep seeing 999, it's not a coincidence. It's not a random sequence flashing on your phone, your clock, or your receipt. It's a divine whisper, a sacred signal that heaven is trying to reach you. And right now, this message has found you for a reason. Because God is saying, my child, something is ending, and something far greater is beginning. Do not resist it. Open your heart today. Maybe lately, you've been feeling an invisible shift, a sense that something inside you is changing, that your old ways, your old emotions, your old pain are being stripped away. You may not understand why you've had to lose so much, why people walked away, or why doors closed without explanation. But God is saying, it wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You were not rejected, you were redirected, you were not abandoned, you were repositioned. Because I am bringing completion to what has been broken, and I am starting a new story with you as the main vessel of my glory. For the next few moments, I want you to listen not with your ears, but with your spirit. Because this is not an ordinary video. This is a divine alignment. You didn't just click this by accident. Heaven guided you here. And if you are hearing this, God is saying, open your heart. I am speaking to you. Before we go deeper, pause for a moment. If you've ever seen 999 or felt a sudden urge to start over, to release what no longer serves your peace, write in the comments right now, I am ready, Lord. That simple act of faith will open spiritual doors you didn't know were waiting for you. Because faith moves energy. Faith unlocks divine timing. And 999, this sacred number, is not a warning of an ending, but a confirmation that God has already finished what He started in you. Let's begin. You see, in God's language, 9 represents completion. It is the final number before new beginnings emerge. When heaven keeps showing you 999, it's not a signal of loss. It's a celebration of spiritual graduation. It means you've learned the lesson. You've walked the storm. You've endured the pruning. Now you're ready to bloom. God says, my child, your waiting was not wasted. Your pain was not pointless. I have been shaping your heart for something beyond your imagination. Every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered when no one was listening, I heard it all. I collected every drop of your pain and turned it into purpose. But now you must open your heart to receive what I am releasing, because what's coming cannot enter a closed heart. A guarded spirit cannot hold new blessings. You've been holding on tightly to what was, to who left, to what hurt you, and I am asking you to let go. When 999 appears, God is saying, release control. I am taking over. You see, faith isn't proven by what you believe when everything is clear. Faith is proven by what you do when everything feels uncertain. And this is that moment. God says, trust me, even when you can't trace me. Maybe you've been asking, Lord, why is this happening now? And heaven responds, because it's time. Because I am bringing closure to what no longer fits the future I'm building for you. There's a version of you that can't go where I'm taking you. That version of you that still doubts, that still fears, that still carries guilt and shame. It must die for the new you to rise. 999 is the death of limitation and the birth of divine freedom. And God says, I'm not asking you to understand it. I'm asking you to trust it. Think about your daily life. Think about the times you felt that quiet inner nudge to walk away from certain people, jobs, or habits. That wasn't random. That was divine intervention. When God wants to bless you, He often starts by clearing your path. Sometimes He removes what you think you need so that you can finally receive what you truly deserve. 999 means stop trying to fix what I am trying to end. Let that relationship go. Let that old version of yourself go. Let that dream that drains your peace go. Because if you hold on to what is leaving, you'll delay what's coming. God says, my plan is bigger than your comfort. My will is greater than your understanding. So open your heart today. Open it to forgiveness. Open it to healing. Open it to the possibility that you are still chosen, still seen, still worthy of divine miracles. You've been through enough nights of doubt, enough seasons of delay. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to trust differently. When you wake up tomorrow and you see the time 9:09, or your total comes to $9.99, or you glance at your phone and it's 9:59, pause and say, Lord, I receive this completion. Because heaven speaks in signs, and 999 is a divine punctuation mark. It's God's way of saying, the old chapter is closing, but the next one begins with light. Don't run back to what broke you just because you're afraid of what's next. The enemy thrives in confusion, but God works in clarity. And right now, clarity is coming. 999 is heaven's reminder that you are ready for release, that you have passed the spiritual test, and that your breakthrough has already begun in the unseen realm. God says, I am making all things new. The things that once made you cry will soon make you thankful. Faith isn't about seeing miracles, it's about believing they're on the way. And sometimes, God removes people or situations to make room for peace. When you lose something, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you've graduated. The season that required your pain has ended. Now you are stepping into a season that will require your trust. 999 is the number of surrender. It's God saying, stop fighting my plan and start flowing with my purpose. You've spent years trying to make sense of what was never meant to be understood. It was meant to be experienced, because experience creates wisdom, and wisdom builds faith. And faith is the bridge between your pain and your promise, right? Now, God is saying, my child, you've been walking in circles, but I am about to straighten your path. The waiting is over. The wandering ends now. Look around your life. What patterns are ending? What emotions are being released? That's the 999 energy manifesting. That's divine alignment unfolding in real time. It may feel uncomfortable, but endings always do. You're shedding old energy. You're releasing emotional baggage that's been holding you back. You're not losing, you're leveling up. God says, I am removing distractions, illusions and fears, so you can see clearly what I have for you. When you open your heart, you stop trying to force life. You begin to flow with divine timing. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop panicking and start trusting. Every time you choose faith over fear, you activate heaven's assistance. Angels begin moving on your behalf. Doors that seemed impossible begin to unlock, and opportunities you never imagined start finding you, because now your energy is aligned with divine completion. That's the mystery behind 999. It's not a code, it's a calling. A calling to release, to realign, and to receive. But to receive, your heart must be open. So right now, wherever you are, take a deep breath. Release the tension in your body. Let your spirit settle and whisper quietly, Lord, I open my heart to you. When you do that, heaven hears. The energy shifts. Your spirit expands. Because God never forces blessings into closed spaces. He invites you to open. If you've been asking for a sign, this is it. 999 is not appearing in your life by chance. It's divine timing, reminding you that your soul contract is renewing, that your mission on earth is about to evolve. You were never meant to stay in the same place forever. Growth is the language of heaven, and endings are simply the soil where new beginnings bloom. So let the old fade, let the pain dissolve. Let forgiveness wash your heart clean, because when you forgive, you free your future. And when you release, you rise. God says, I have seen your struggle, I have felt your tears, but I have also seen your faith, and that faith is why I am about to reward you. The enemy tried to make you doubt your worth, but heaven never forgot your name. You are still chosen. You are still protected, and 999 is the reminder that your story is being rewritten in light. When the disciples followed Jesus, they didn't always understand where he was leading them, but they trusted the voice more than the view. That's faith, and right now, that's what God is asking of you, to trust the voice, not the view. You may not see the full path ahead, but you can feel the divine presence guiding your steps. And the more you surrender, the clearer it becomes. When 999 appears, say, Lord, I trust the ending because I know the beginning is already blessed. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are simply in transition. 999 means you are crossing over, from confusion to clarity, from pain to peace, from waiting to walking in your divine assignment. And when that happens,